This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. What's up, Bruce?
Jody.
How are you?
Well, I'm good. I just realized that I forgot to mention that March 15th marked Chubster's 11th anniversary.
Woohoo!
So
I know we totally forgot to mention that in the last episode, but
we were focused on everything else we were talking about, and it just kind of slipped my mind as we were doing all this other stuff. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Chubster.
Woohoo!
You're 11 now.
Yeah.
What?
You're not even old enough to vote or drink,
right? Or drink none of the good stuff yet.
None of the good stuff yet.
Yes. So yeah.
Did you do anything special to celebrate the anniversary, or
so?
It's not like a big, like 10 years was a good one. 11, it's like, eh.
Right. The 11th anniversary, it's like, yeah. So I kind of started going through all the stuff that I have here in the studio, and I've got a bunch of stuff to give away. And so I think what we're going to do is kind of celebrate, I don't know, probably for the next month or so, just kind of giving away stuff, almost like a spring cleaning, because a lot of companies send in things that they want reviews on. Whatever. And, they might be reviewed and then they just kind of sit here. And, what I do with a lot of like clothing and all that is donate it after, we cover it or whatever. So there are other things here. I mean, it runs the spectrum from shoes to headphones to, all kinds of random stuff, grooming kits, many different things. And don't worry, if we're giving away grooming kits, they won't be used. Slightly used grooming kit. No, we're not going to give away the Manscaped ball shaver for
previously tested ball shavers.
Right. None of that.
No.
So
all right.
Yeah. So I think it's just going to be more of that, giveaways, that kind of thing. So, if you're interested in getting free stuff or getting, in the running for free stuff, however that's going to work, check out Chubster on social, and of course at chubster.com. Anything about the giveaways will be there. I'm hoping that by the time you hear this, there will be something there. So
awesome. All right. Yeah. Well, we're all looking forward to it.
Yes. So this week, it's nice to see a lot of the world kind of getting back out there and things moving along and all of that. And along with
mask mandates are gone here.
Yes. And along with that means we're seeing more new clothing kind of cropping up. And I have a feeling that in the coming months, we're going to be talking about new clothing brands a lot more, just because people they're doing it again. People they're wearing clothes again for the most part.
Right. Yeah. They're going out in public, so they got to get new stuff on.
So one of those that kind of slid out without a whole lot of fanfare is Bonobos, the company that I've talked about a lot, and we've talked about a lot on this show. They have started a Streetleisure line, and it's called Fielder. And Fielder is it's a Streetleisure, so take from that what you will. Streetwear, athleisure, you mix those together and you get Streetleisure. It's bright, colorful, very comfortable clothes that work with you, and like with all Bonobo stuff, it's very functional. They offer sizes to 3X and 50 waist, but there's a hitch. There's something that you need to know.
There's always something.
If you need the 3X and 50 waist, which they call the tops and bottoms 3X, but I looked at their fit guide. I wrote an article. It's on Chubster. You can read about all the details that we're going to talk through here. But if you want to get the biggest sizes, you're not going to find them at Bonobos. So they are at Bonobos' parent company, Walmart. So
that's right. I forgot about that.
Yes. And the other big thing about this is that if you have had a problem with the Bonobos price point in the past, you're going to like this stuff because it's specifically made to be more affordable. They have shirts that start at like $14, and I think the most expensive piece is 40. So you've got a lot to choose from there for not a lot of money. It's the biggest sizes are available at walmart.com and at 250 Walmart stores around the country. Now, it would be great if I could say these are the Walmart stores that you will find them at, but I can't because that information was not available to me when I wrote the article. So I was thinking about this, and it's got to be like, is it the top 250 Walmarts in the country, or is it the top,
probably,
or maybe the top 250 that sell the most men's clothing? I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
It's probably the top, top volume stores.
Right. So
that makes sense.
You might be able to find this stuff in, your neck of the woods if you actually want to go out and try it on. So, yeah, I mean, that's, it's a new clothing line that's out there. I like this stuff. That one of the other cool things that they do is like artist collaborations. And so they started out working with an artist on some of the different products, and you'll find, they've got like sweatshirts that have kind of a graphic that the guest artist put together, and they've got some different things where there are smaller kind of details that come from their specific artist. And what they're planning to do with this line is, in the future, they will work with other artists to put some different things into it. So when they come out if they do something for summer or fall or whatever, you can probably expect to see something different for each of these.
Yeah, it looks like it says twice a year they're going to team up with artists.
Yes.
So they'll have new things twice a year.
Yeah. And so, a lot of the clothes that they're offering, I mean, they've got some pretty decent stuff. I am all about, functional, comfortable, because I don't think most people are ready to go back to, hard clothing and suits and the things that you used to wear in the office. I feel like that ship has sailed, at least for the time being. So, we've got, there are hoodies, there's sweatshirts, there's different kinds of joggers and commuter pants. There's some like nylon kind of shorts that they can get all crinkly. And
there's a lot of really bright colors is what I'm seeing. I really like that too.
Yes, I'm
excited for some more colors, some more, just bright, happy. I don't know.
Totally. And they have some good stuff. There's actually, I am not a vest guy. That's definitely not something that I tend to go for.
Right.
But I really like this vest that they have. It's kind of this it's green and gray. I'm sure they've got it in other colors, but it's a green and gray vest that I kind of really dig, and I'm going to try to pick it up. I mean, the price point, you can't beat it. So it's like, if you're going to try something, when it's at this price, that's awesome. So
yeah, I like that their packable mixed media jacket. That's kind of cool in the whatever teal color.
Yeah.
I like jackets that can be kind of packed down for, if you're, especially here, because you never know if it's going to start raining and then one minute it's sunny. I like to just be able to have a little light jacket to put on, running around, running errands or whatever.
Yeah, it is really good. They've done a great job of making things that are going to work for, whether you're kicking back or you need to, like you said, get out and run errands. It's nice. I'm pretty impressed with what they've done. They are definitely trying to target a younger demo with this, but I don't feel like it's exclusively for, younger people. I think that I think anybody could pull some of this stuff off, and definitely should. So, there's a lot here that's worth looking at, and there's an entire selection of the stuff that you can check out. But yeah, I was really impressed. The artist and illustrator that did this first line, his name is Mike Perry, and yeah, he's got some really cool artwork that he's done for these things. So colorful stuff. You've been talking about this for a long time, Jody, that you want more color.
Yeah, I get really tired about just having like navy, gray, and black as my color options for things. Like, give me some other shades of blue, other brighter colors. Yeah, and I'm loving and I kind of like the funky graphics.
Mhm.
And the cutesy, I mean, it's not cutesy, but just little fun little characters or whatever they are. They
Yeah,
got some in the pocket, some on the sleeve, in a different little area. It's just kind of an unexpected little fun thing.
definitely. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you feel like some of this you would wear?
Yeah, I would definitely, there's a few different pieces. I'm just kind of scrolling through a little bit more.
Mhm.
I'm not a huge sweatshirt person, but I like a hoodie. There's a kind of a blue, and then there's an orange. I
Right.
don't know what color they're calling it. They probably have a fun name for it, but I like the orange one.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some good options here. So,
But they also have, gray and whites and, some a little bit more subtle colors. But yeah, they do have some nice bright options on a bunch of these different things. So
yeah, that's the thing is if you don't want to go super bright, you don't have to.
mhm.
They've got those options that'll work for you. I'm really interested in the commuter pants and something that's just a little more comfortable. They're a little more form fitting, but still comfortable, and that's big for me. So
Yeah.
as we're kind of stepping back into clothes that are a little more tailored,
Yeah.
I like that idea. And I guess the things that are a little confusing to me, well, I guess before we jump into that, should we maybe have our beverages?
Sure. Yeah. I'd love to see what you got today.
All right. So today I've got something special. I like to get these beers from different places that I've never been or that I've never tried a beer from.
Okay.
And today I have a beer from Estonia.
Ooh.
And it is called, I'm going to pronounce this as best as I can tell it. It's either Pojhana or Pojhana.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Jala.
Yes, and it is an orange gosa, so it's a gosa ale, and it's 5.5%, and like I said, it's from Estonia, and so I was definitely going to have to give that a try. It says it is a citrus forward gosa brewed with oranges, coriander, Himalayan rock salt, and our house culture of lactobacillus. So,
Oh.
yes, product of Estonia. So there we go.
Like
Yeah.
from where is this here? Why can't there's so many weird things in here.
It says Tallinn,
Okay, yep.
Estonia.
I'm like,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of different ones. Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what it's. Oh yeah, it's got the sour kick.
Citrus forward goes brewed with oranges, coriander, Himalayan rock salt, and our house culture of lactobacillus.
It is. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's got. It definitely hits you with the sour, and the orange kind of, the citrus kind of floats to the side. It's like a specter of citrus. It's
okay.
not quite up front. There's no like sweetness to it that I'm getting.
No sweetness, he said.
Yeah, no sweetness, but I like it. I kind of like that sort of ghost of orange that's there. That's nice. It's not as sour as some of the others. Some of those sour beers are just like puckeringly sour.
A little too much.
Yeah. So I would certainly drink this again. I don't know if it'd be a regular drinker, but I don't mind it. So yeah.
Nice. I was just trying to find a little bit more information about my beer.
Yes.
I have Life of the Paddy. It's a Irish style stout from the 5040 brewery in Washougal.
Washougal, is that Washington?
Washington, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But it just didn't have much info about this particular one.
So we also failed to mention St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, we're recording this on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
But
so in our last episode, we would have mentioned that had we been thinking about,
anything.
Time. Yes.
Yeah, time. And it's always weird when you record these on different days and trying to think. And then my weeks always get messed up.
Right.
Because I'm like, we record on a different day, then it comes out, and then I'm like, what the heck is going on? Oh, I should open it and actually try it.
Yes. Let's hear more about this beer. I know
trying to find something.
I did not go for anything Irish or green. I'm glad that you did. I went for maybe the opposite. How is it?
That is got a that's got a bite to it. That stout.
Well, there we go. Nice. I like the can. It looks legit.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
Oh, here we go. Life of Paddy.
I'm gonna take a photo of our Life of Paddy and Pojhana or something, whatever that is.
All right, there we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, if somebody knows how to pronounce this, please tell us on social. And the pronunciation thing, I feel like I need to prepare ahead of time, learn the pronunciations, and then pronounce them.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
So yeah, as far as Bonobos Fielder goes, it's nice to see that they've got some extended size options here. But if you've been following the show at all, and if you read Chubster, you're probably aware that Bonobos launched extended sizes for their main brand back in 2018, and it was great. I mean, the product they put together, it's very thoughtful. They really made shirts, pants, suits, all of this stuff for bigger bodies. They used the right kind of fit models. They did all of that when putting this stuff together, and it did well. At least through Chubster, we were really seeing that people liked it, and they bought it.
They were really fun shirts too. I loved them.
Right, and finding prints, big and tall prints that you actually want to wear, it's very hard.
Yeah.
But they did a great job with that, and. The chinos, I will still say that I have a few pairs of their chinos, and hands down, they are the best fitting and best looking pants that I've ever had. I haven't found any other brands that beat what they did with those.
Really?
So I'm a big fan of the stuff that they did there. Then the pandemic hit. And like for the rest of the world, it really slowed things down. It made it hard to get new products. It seems that sales had also dropped off. And according to, I spoke with one of the representatives, and she told me that they were pressing pause on extended size product.
Yeah.
And this was last year, the year before, at the end
of a couple of years.
Yeah, I want to say it was maybe at the end of 2020, and they were hoping to come back with new product in spring, and the product had slowly been trickling out, and then I reached out again for this Fielder article to kind of find out what the plans were for the future. And as far as extended sizes go, they had originally gone to 4X and 54 waist, and they are paring things down for the main line to, I believe it's like double X. And let me confirm. I know it's a 46 waist, which is a big change from what they had previously.
I mean, I kind of get it. You got to kind of stick with what has been working for you, because I mean, how long had they been doing the big and tall stuff?
They had been doing it since 2018, so they had been doing it for a while.
A while.
I think that what had happened is that things just really, fell off, and people weren't buying the kind of clothes that they were selling through the pandemic, because where are you going? You're not going out. You're not going to the office.
So a lot of their stuff is kind of work stuff.
Right.
It's not, or going out. Yeah. Not sitting at home at your computer or on the couch kind of wear.
So moving forward, so basically what they told me was that due to low customer demand for extended sizes, that they had to adjust their business objectives. And so they would not be offering extended sizing in tops and tailored products. So tops and suits. Yep. For pants, they plan to carry waist size 46 in key styles like their stretched, washed chinos and weekday warriors. So, it's a big change. I hope that they bring those products back in more extended sizes. I think that, the pandemic hit everybody hard. And I think that, branching out into a new segment and getting the word out there is difficult in the best of times, and trying to do that through a worldwide pandemic. And I will say that Bonobos has been one of those brands that especially early on, they were trying their best to spotlight people with bigger bodies. They tried to show bigger bottles. I did a couple shoots for them, and some video stuff. I mean, they were really down with it, and that's great. I think that, and I'm sure this is something that you can speak to, is that it's hard to market to this customer, especially if it's not your bread and butter, if it's not your main focus. I can see this being, it's hard to understand. It's hard to know the customer, and it's hard to reach out. I think there are little things that you can always do, and you've really got to commit to this audience. And if you don't, then it's not going to work.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, it's for people that were, I mean, we did our best year ever last year. So, I mean, if you really, buckle down and really lean into what's been working for you. So, I understand some companies, the big and tall thing wasn't what they were doing for the most part. So people were slashing anything and everything just to make it through, because no one was buying anything for, forever. So,
right.
It'll come back. It might be a slow trickle back in, but
yeah, I think for a company like Bonobos, it was just that kind of perfect storm of pandemic, of the kind of product that they offer. Because if you look at this and what they're offering now with Fielder, it is something that, had they gotten it out a year ago or 2 years ago, people would have still they would buy this.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
They would have bought it through the pandemic. Yeah. But not having that, and I mean, I certainly was not wearing my favorite chinos that often in the last couple of years, so I, or the pattern, the printed button down shirts, it wasn't something that I was really into. I just wasn't wearing that. Nobody else was either, obviously. So, it's one of those things that there is interest there, but from a business standpoint, I can see why they had to make that decision. But I sincerely hope that they bring back extended size product, and I really hope that Fielder does well for them in the bigger sizes. And if it does, and they see that, if you go out and you buy Fielder products and you're buying the 2X or the 3X, whatever, then especially if you're buying the 3X, they're gonna see that, and hopefully they will be able to respond accordingly.
I mean, I probably will. I just wish it was in the store. I still am, especially for a new thing that I've never tried. I want to
you might
feel it.
You might be in luck if it's in 250 stores around the country. It may be in one of these Walmart stores, and I guess you could take a look at the product and then see, availability on Walmart.com.
Yeah,
and kind of go from there. They have a really pretty decent return policy, I think.
Yeah.
Walmart is interesting because they do have hidden gems, and they don't do a great job still of promoting their big and tall stuff. They just, it's one of those where it's,
they have tons of it.
They do. And it's one of those things where on one hand, they don't have to, because it's Walmart and millions of people are going there. So they're buying the stuff. They're selling product. They know that, but there's so much more that they could do. And I think this is a segment where they could do even better and make even more money. So,
well, yeah, I mean, it feels like there's a lot of big and tall people shopping at Walmart.
Yes, indeed.
But whatever.
So if you're listening to this and you're intrigued, you can check out the article over at chubster.com. You'll see the Bonobos Fielder article there, and you can take a look at some of the things that really stood out and kind of learn a little more about it.
A couple pieces before they're gone.
Right. And if you do get anything, let us know what you think, because I'm curious to find what people think about the fit and all of that, because Bonobos has always been good about making clothes that are functional and made to fit well. And I'd like to know more about Fielder. I'm going to try it myself. And so there will be a future article. It'll be kind of a fit guide, a big and tall fit guide sort of thing for this, but definitely curious what listeners think.
Yeah. I'll have to see what I can get.
Yeah. So
Excuse
I
me.
don't really have a ton of other things this week.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, it's, I know that um, Marvel has released some rugs that are Marvel
Oh
Comics
yes,
has released
yes.
some rugs that are um, actually compelling, interesting looking home decor that some of them you wouldn't even know that it's like Marvel related.
Oh yeah.
Now, some of
I
them,
did check them out. There was a Mandalorian one I really enjoy.
hmm, okay,
Star Wars. I guess that's more Star Wars
sure,
than
sure, sure.
Marvel, but
Disney, right?
Disney, yeah, the
Yeah,
Disney Plus, whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, there are some that are more just like a big movie poster or like a comic book strip thing, but there are some that are like if you're not paying attention, you wouldn't notice it. And it's just
right.
like in the pattern.
Hmm.
So I'm really enjoying some of those.
Yes. So you can be an adult with your
Yeah.
home furnishings, and unless until people are looking very close. So
Yeah. Yeah. Go
yeah.
check out at Ruggable. They've got a bunch of different ones.
Yes. So there's that. Black Panther, I think it was like a Wakanda
Mm-hmm.
kind of print where you look close and you see kind of the details, a lot of different things like that.
Yep.
Um the only other thing that I think I had was I was pitched on. I get a lot of PR pitches for Chubster where companies they want me to write about
Well, of
whatever their
course.
thing is, and so they run the spectrum, and this was something that uh, I was slightly interested in.
Okay.
So
All
every
right.
time there's an award show, in order to get people to show up, they give them stuff. So
Oh yeah.
they have swag bags, and these swag bags can include, I mean, anything. It can be tech stuff, it can be clothing, it can be food, drink. I mean, it runs the spectrum, jewelry. And I was pitched something about the official Grammy gift bag.
Oh.
And so there is a company that puts these together and gives products to presenters and performers gracing the stage on music's biggest night. And the gift bag has all kinds of different things. So it has there's eyewear that's made for maximum comfort. There's running shoes. Apparently, PETA teamed up with Newton Running for cruelty-free vegan running shoes.
Cruelty-free vegan running shoes. Okay.
Yes, yes. Some lounge slippers. There's award-winning museum quality jewelry from. It's spelled Grosse, so I'm just going to say Gross Japan. Probably Grosse, something like that.
Rosé.
Yeah. And there's trucker hats, socks, and yeah, that's basically it. So it's a bunch of different random things. They throw all kinds of different things in these
And this is all
bags.
for the celebrity, famous, rich people that get all this free stuff.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So they get a bag of all this goodness. And so I'm looking at the PETA shoes. They're bright orange and they've got like these pink laces, and they look like a running shoe, like they're made to stand out.
What was the name of them again?
PETA X Newton Running.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's cruelty free vegan running shoes. Just interesting to kind of see the sort of things that they throw in. Yeah, and there's a trucker hat with a whole lot going on from a brand called Signed by McFly. Yeah, and then some socks and some other things.
It's so
So
funny because those brands pay a lot of money to be in those things.
right.
Because we got pitched on trying to get bearskin in one of them. And I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, wait, you want me to pay how much?
Mhm.
And then I have to shell out all this product too.
Right.
Like,
Right.
okay.
So yeah, so it's a whole thing, and it is yeah.
So they're gonna send you a bag to try out.
If only.
Oh.
I would definitely take the running shoes. I'm interested in starting to jog.
How are you supposed to talk about it if you can't
Exactly.
have
Exactly.
the things?
Right. Well, if they're listening to the podcast now, then here you go. PETA and Newton Running. So speaking of active lifestyle, I have been getting out on my bike again.
Oh, nice.
It's been fun, except for the day that I blew a tire
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. So Portland is a very bike friendly city. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, there are bike lanes everywhere. It's
They're
great.
everywhere.
Yeah. It's so great for all that. The only problem is that the bike lanes are generally very dirty. There's a lot of broken glass. There's pieces of metal. So you're not only riding, you're also trying to avoid everything in the lane. And so I was riding, and I had a great ride, and was coming back around, and not in my neighborhood, but pretty close. And I went back through a neighborhood to kind of get where I needed to go, and I'm hitting it hard trying to get up this hill. And I get up and I take a turn, and then I start to notice that like the back end of my bike is like swishing back and forth. And I knew, because this was the second time that I'd blown a tire.
Yeah.
Problem with my bike is that it is also an e-bike, and the hub on the back is very difficult. I can't change my tire on my own if I'm out as of now. So, it's tricky to be able to do that. And so I luckily was close to my in-laws' house. So I walked the bike over there and got it fixed. But man, it is the frustrations aside, it has been nice to get back out, but I'm telling you, it feels like I'm starting from square one. I mean, my legs, my body, I'm just like, oh, but it has been fun. It's been nice to just be able to do that again. And so
that's good.
I'm kind of just going with it, when I've been riding every day just to get out there and do it, just to get out of the house,
Yeah. And I've been struggling to get back to the gym. I haven't been back still since I got back from my vacation. I've just been, I don't know, just gotta get the energy one day and I'll go, and then I'll start going again. But yeah, I've definitely been struggling to get back over there again.
Yeah. We need to get you a bike, because we could go out and ride, and it'd be awesome. And like, riding with me is not like, it's not like pro cyclist kind of riding. Yeah. It's like, I'm riding and I'm enjoying it, and I'll hit it hard sometimes, but hitting it hard for me is not, I'm not doing it for miles and miles. I'm doing it, I'm riding, I'll hit it hard, and then I slow it down. I'm doing it at my own pace. It's really just about enjoying it. I just want to do something active that I enjoy, and this is the thing. So
yeah. Well, maybe I'll look into that here soon. And
yeah, we'll have to look around and see what we can find, because that would be cool. It would be good.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, until then, that's all I've got. I didn't really have much this week, so
yeah. No, I think we're good. I think hopefully now you know about another clothing brand that you may or may not want to try. And if you do, let us know. And if you liked our beers and want to try them, check them out at untapped.com, where our heavy conversation beer list is. And there we go.
All right. Well, thanks, Bruce.
Thanks, Jody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.